Hello everybody, how's it going? On behalf of Roman Technology, my name is Phil Begno, and in today's video we are going to be doing an unboxing and first impressions of the Alcatel OneTouch Idol 3. Now this is a budget smartphone offering that comes in at $250 US off contract, which is really awesome. Now, this particular device is the 5.5-inch variant. It's also available in a 4.7-inch variant. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right in and see what comes in the box. So this is the press box. This isn't what the retail packaging is going to look like, but if you guys smack that like button, I might try to get one of the retail ones in at some point in the future. So, adorned on the front of the box, we have the name of the device and the brand, as well as a little slide to unlock that you slide and it just says unlocked. And that's just kind of a fun way of just kind of reminding everyone that this is an off-contract, fully unlocked device. So upon opening the magnetic flap on the box, you'll see more of the unlock branding. Up here at the top it says unlock unexpected. Down here we have some flaps that each have a different kind of feature on them. So the first flap says unlock bright, and upon opening that up you'll get some information on the screen, which is a full HD 5.5-inch IPS panel. On the other side it says unlock loud, and upon opening that flap you'll hear about the dual front-facing stereo speakers featuring JBL audio, and that's something I'm really interested in seeing because I love JBL. Then here at the bottom it says unlock moments for the final flap. And that final flap talks a little bit about the camera, which is a 13-megapixel camera with the Sony IMX214 sensor. All of those flaps open up and you're greeted with the device itself as well as some of the other goodies in the box. We're going to start off on this side of the box here. And inside of here we have a little USB drive which has all the press information and whatnot. We have the SIM card ejector tool, your wall brick. These are the earbuds. These are the JBL earbuds, which I'm going to look at in a little second. And your everyday normal micro USB cable. And on this side, we have the device itself. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out here and put all this box and everything off to the side. So upon taking a closer look at the device, you'll see that it's pretty well built. On the front here, we have that 5.5-inch Full HD 1080p display. It is an IPS panel. So yeah, you're going to have some really nice colors on that as well. Also in the front, don't know how you can see it, we have the dual front-facing speakers. And like I said, these are JBL stereo speakers. So that's a really awesome touch for them to feature right there. And you also on the front have an 8-megapixel secondary camera for all of your selfies and whatnot. Moving to the left-hand side of the phone, we have our power button and our combo tray that acts as both a SIM card tray and a micro SD card slot. So you do have expandable memory on that. On the right-hand side, we have our volume rocker. On the bottom, we have one of the microphones as well as a micro USB port for charging. On the top, we have our 3.5mm headphone jack as well as another microphone, which is very important. I'll talk about that in a second. And on the back, we just have some Alcatel OneTouch Idol branding, as well as our 13-megapixel camera that I talked about earlier. So before we boot it up, I want to talk a little bit about some of the features that make this device stand out, especially on the budget market, but pretty much on the market in general. As I mentioned already, there are two speakers up front. Now, when you're in a phone call, either of these speakers can work as the earpiece. That's why there's a microphone on both the top and the bottom. To where that way, if you answer the phone in a hurry and it's upside down, you're still going to have your normal conversation without any kind of interruption. I thought that was a pretty slick feature of the device, and definitely something that, you know, it should be on more devices, let's be honest. Now, just by holding it in the hand, taking a look at it the way that I have so far, I will say that the button placement is definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to. As you guys have already seen, the power button is on this side and the volume rocker is on this side, whereas on most other devices, I'll bring in my OnePlus One, it's the exact opposite with the power button on the right-hand side and the volume rocker on the left. Now, every device that I've used with a side-mounted power button has been with this orientation. So I'm going to take my time with this one, try to really get to know the device, and hopefully not make the button layout be too big of a deal. I mean, I already had to do that with the G4, trying to learn it all in the back, so we're just going to see how this goes. But let's go ahead and power this device on, see if we have a new battery. Yep, we got a little bit. So mine actually booted straight up into a lock screen. It looks like it's already been set up at some point instead of going through the setup process, but that's not a big deal. Go ahead and unlock that, and as you can see, that display is actually very nice. Let me see if I can lower the brightness on that a little bit. There we go. So just by looking through the menus and whatnot, it does have a nice little remnants of stock Android, but there is a skin on it from Alcatel, and you can definitely tell that there's a skin on it from Alcatel. But it's definitely a nice phone. It seems pretty snappy enough. Let's go ahead and open up that camera application. Go ahead and take a look at the camera app. No thanks to that. I'm just going to go ahead and pull in a device here. Or not a device, pull in a subject here. More of that kind of thing going. And let's just take a picture of that. It's a pretty quick shutter. The autofocus on it is really nice. It's focusing in on the closest point, which is pretty awesome. It's finding points, and it's doing a really good job of focusing. Tap to focus is pretty responsive. Shutter's pretty quick. Let's go ahead and switch to the front-facing camera. And there I am. What's up, guys? Yeah, the front-facing camera's not bad. I mean, I have a lot of lights here, so it's going to wash it out a little bit. But it's definitely something I'll take a closer look at before I get to my full review of the device. So just from a hardware point of view, this device looks really nice. The software looks like it's going to be pretty intuitive to learn and everything like that. The skin isn't too heavy, so it should be a very nice experience. So I'm going to leave the rest of the features over to the full review. I hope you guys have enjoyed this unboxing and first impressions of the Alcatel OneTouch Idol 3. If you've liked this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up down below. It helps me out a lot and I quite enjoy it. Also, leave a comment telling me what you think about budget smartphones and how much you think a budget smartphone should cost. On behalf of Roman Technology, I've been Phil Begno, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.